Put some cola in the house. Didn't I just say that? That's what it takes. Until you take something, I can't get back. You beat me. I said, okay. Well, good night. I'm still coming to get it back. Ryan Garcia, you're not a guy known for granted chin. Why would you fight Tank like that? Why would you do that? Roy Jones said, why would you do that? You stalking a puncher. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Subscribe because I'm the best in the business. Follow Roy Jones Jr. on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description. He gave his thoughts on Gervonta Davis knocking out Ryan Garcia, 7th round. What I just tell you? I just try to tell you, Ryan Garcia, you want to stalk a puncher. You can't stop everybody. You can't do that. Now, I really agree with Roy Jones Jr. I mean, the strategy employed by Ryan Garcia, I don't know, man. It just really didn't make sense. Now, full disclosure, as of me recording the video, I've only watched the fight once live, and I was hosting the ever so famous, that I popularized, BOXINGEGO watch party. So I don't really know what was happening in the corner because there were times where I was turning the volume down to give my thoughts. I'm not really worried about everything that's being said because I'm hosting the watch party. So I don't know what Goosen was saying. I can't really vouch to see if he was giving Ryan the right advice and Ryan was electing not to use it, but it was a foolish game plan. Roy Jones famously broke it down like this. When it comes to boxing, you know, we all know the old adage that styles make fights. So you bang the boxer, pause, and you box the banger. Ryan didn't do that. He was in there with someone that's wittier than him, who's smaller than him, and he didn't fight the right way, which shows the ineptitude and lack of experience at the high level. You got to understand, you got to use your natural and best attributes against your opponent. Don't make it easier for him. If you're taller and you have the height advantage, fight tall. If you're a great counterpuncher, you know, counterpunch him. If you're a speedster like Ryan does in all these videos, use your speed. He didn't really put that all together. And it was foolish because Tank Davis ain't no punk. He's a dog. So he's not going to just sit there and let you wail on him and not have a game plan. Like, people who have no power or no experience or don't believe in themselves, they're the ones that allow that. But unless you've completely debilitated someone where they're separated from their senses and then they just go into a fetal position or complete defense mechanism, it's just not a good game plan because that person is a live wire and a live dog. Tank stood his ground and just bang, overhand left, Ryan was sat down. So you can't get that aggressive. Ryan Garcia post-fight, he said he could have been more disciplined, which, you know, that's a great observation from him. But he also said he got bored in there. I mean, boxing is not about getting bored. It's not supposed to be entertaining, you know, and this is maybe what's wrong with some of this new generation of boxers. They're so used to instant gratification and things being readily available, stream your favorite movie, instantaneous TikToks, and people have such a short attention span. Boxing, sometimes you got to take your time and just fight the right fight to stay out of trouble or make it past a certain round where you can really turn up on your opponent. You know, it's the square circle. It's the sweet science, baby. And Joe Goosen said something pre-fight, and he said it a couple of times that was very alarming to me, and I talked about it. He basically said Ryan Garcia is not someone you can train. You have to more so partner with him. I don't believe in that. I don't subscribe to that. If I was the trainer, I'm training you, you listen to me, or I will not be your trainer. That's it. I'm not partnering with you. We're not equals. None of that. Whatever he was saying, I don't agree with that. You got to have the control and wear the pants. Why is someone paying you to train them if they're not going to listen to you? So I think Ryan Garcia he's young and he's made money and made moves and stuff like that. So maybe it's a point where he has a bunch of yes men that just kind of just down for the ride and there for the gravy train while the good times are rolling. But now when he's taking the loss, we'll see who's really behind his side. I mean, we even seen B-Hop and De La Hoya, Golden Boy, they didn't even show up. Goosen, for whatever reason, they didn't show up to his post-fight after he lost. Say what you want. So I agree with Roy Jones. Foolish game plan for Ryan Garcia to try to stalk a great counterpuncher, a scientific guy with lethal hands and lethal power and explosive. And I told you, I didn't understand people were saying Ryan's so fast and they were sleeping like Tank Davis is slow. Like Tank Davis is Joe Joyce or something, like he's a mummy And you've seen that. And besides that, timing beats speed. Tank showed you that. So again, a lot of y'all don't know about boxing. That's word to Roger Mayweather, rest in peace. Y'all don't know boxing. Timing negates speed, and Tank's very fast anyway, but we know for dang sure he got the timing. Roy Jones said it. Your boy Ego said it. Subscribe. Best in the business.